So there will be many lengthy questions to solve in coding. So you should develop a approach to solve that. Okay, so this is a lengthy question from CodeVerse, and I will show you how to approach how to solve lengthy problems. Okay, so for that we'll take a screenshot. So this question says, in a factory, a printer prints label boxes. So you just need to draw a factory, and a printer prints, and that has a printer that prints labels for boxes. Okay, so labels are something that be pasted on these boxes for the purpose of naming. Okay, so here we paste the label for the purpose of identifying or for the purpose of naming the boxes. Okay, so that does the factory. And for one kind of boxes, the printer has to use colors, which for the sake of simplicity are named with letters A to M. So for one kind of boxes, for one specific kind of boxes, that printer has to use colors for the so they name A to M set of colors. The color used by the printer are recorded in a control string. For example, a good control string would be, so it is recorded, the color used by printer are recorded in a control string. For example, a good control string would be AAA, BBB, B, AI, JJ, M, meaning that the printer used 3 times color A, 4 times color B, and 1 time color H, then 1 time color A. So the control string, the printer has a control string that specifies the color, the used colors. And that can AAA, BBB, AI, JM. Sometimes there are problems, lack of colors, technical malfunction, and a bad control string is produced. With letters not from A to M. Okay. So you have to write a function printer error which gives, so there will be errors, and how to identify errors. If the letters are not from A to M, exceeding A to M, then that's a error. Okay. You have to write a function print error which gives a string, will return the error rate of the printer as a string representing a rational whose numerator is the number of errors, in the denominator the length of the controls, and don't reduce this fraction to a simpler expression. The string has a length greater or equal to 1 and contains only letters from A. So you have to write a function. So what will that will return? Error rate. So our output should be an error rate. Okay. Whose number of errors and whose numerator is the number of errors. And denominator the length of control string. So this will be our output, number of errors by length of control string. So here also that is given. For this input we will get 0, so there are a to m 0 by 14, the length of 3. So we need to find that. Okay, so now the so now our we understood the problem. Okay, first draw the problem. So once again I will say the problem. So there is a factory and that has a printer. It prints labels. So labels for boxes. Okay, labels are used for naming things in box. For example, okay, that you know that for boxes. So in a if there is a box, and you put labels on that. Okay, so and this printer has also a control string. This is the half of the story. So this has a control string. So that's a setting for the printer. So in that it prints labels A to M. So that's based on colors, and each letter specify a color. So A will specify a color, B will specify, etc. So for example our control string will be AA, BB. So that means it uses two times the color, so that will get darker. Okay, so the problem here is that the printer gets error. This is the main problem. Printer gets error, and we can identify that error if that control string has letters exceeding A to M. So if it has, for example, Q, then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. So that are exceeding these letters, then that's error. So we need to identify that an error. So we need to give or output, or we need to return a fraction, and in the numerator it should be how many errors, and in the denominator it should be length of the string. So we need to do fraction. Okay, so this will be our error, and it will not simplify. Will not simplify means if we simplify a fraction, that will be 0.167. We should not do that. We should get like this as a fraction. Okay, we should not calculate or final. We should not get that. Okay, that's the question. So we now just did converted this big big question into something beautiful. We just converted and we just understood. Okay, that's how you solve big problems. Okay, that's it. Okay, bye.